Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn in Bed. As you can see, it looks a little different. I am in the Great White North, the Arctic tundra, if you will. I am in Canada visiting my parents for a few weeks. So we try to come up every summer. It's been a year since we've been here last. So I'm happy to be home and lucky that I can still have access to a bed and a TV and our camera so we can still watch movies together. Oh, okay, welcome to Popcorn Olympic Week. Let's get some Olympic theme music. I'm gonna be carrying a torch, maybe some popcorn popping. We had a big Olympic poll and I decided to watch gold, silver, bronze. So today I'm watching our silver movie, which is Chariots of Fire. Our gold was Munich, which is up on the channel now, and today is Chariots of Fire. I feel like our bronze was I, Tonya, so I feel like we have definitely some different sides of the Olympics and different stories and genres within this Olympic week. So what I know about Chariots of Fire, it came out in 1982, and I've been told that the very famous classic do 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 is from this movie, which is classic. Like, I've never even heard of this movie before, but I definitely heard that song. I feel like it has been used for that slow-mo running, so it's always fun to see a big pop culture reference and see the context that it originally came from. So I think that's going to be fun. I don't know anything about the story or which even year of Olympics it features. I'm guessing the sport is running. We shall see. So I love a sports movie, and we also watched Miracle. You guys should go check that out. It's actually one of my favorite reactions, I think, that we've done. And I love based on true stories, and I love sports movies, and I love the Olympics. So this is gonna be so fun. I tend to lean towards Winter Olympics because Canada usually does a lot better in those, but I love watching the gymnastics in the Summer Olympics and the track and swimming. So what sport are you most excited to watch this year in the Olympics? Tell me in the comments. And without further ado, let's watch Chariots of Fire. Remember, if you want to vote on polls like these Olympic polls and determine a lot of what I watch, you can join my Patreon here. We also get early access, full-length watch-alongs, monthly lives, and just an amazing community. There's my Patreon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This bed is too soft, and this bed's too hot.
All these men were honored in their generations. Now there are just two of us, young Aubrey Montague and myself, who can close our eyes and remember those few young men with hope in our hearts and wings on our heels.
Just getting right into it. I wish I enjoyed running like that. Is that England? Oh man, I did do track in high school. Did hurdles and 100, 200, sometimes the 400. But out of all the sports I played, track was the most. I had so much anxiety at the beginning of those races. Like, I would throw up. I was so nervous. I don't know why. I think because it's an individual sport mostly, so I don't know. It always does make me happy to see cross-country teams out running in my city and stuff.
28th of June, 1924. I'm most awfully sorry about your cold and the general dreariness. We're also having quite bad weather here, too. I'm sorry you and Pa are disappointed that I should be letting the Olympic Games interfere with my shorthand. But if you were my age, with a chance to win the World Championship in Paris...
In Paris, too!
Mind you, Harold's hardly changed at all. As intense as ever.
You need some help?
I run. Really? So do I.
I'm surprised you can find the time.
The only trouble is I can't stand getting beaten. How about you?
I don't know. I've never lost.
Everything's so British.
Here, give me that.
Thanks.
Come along, Bill. Let's get these cases over here. Thank you, sir.
And good luck.
They're making me feel so hot in a tweed. Looks so hot. Caius College, 1919. Okay, we're flashing back again. This is when they first got here.
Abrahams, HM.
Top of the list. Repton, that the one?
That's it.
Oh, been doing your bit, have you? France.
No, joined too late. There's many a dead man would have liked a share of it, bad luck or not.
You're right there, son.
Welcome to Keys.
Why does this feel like Hogwarts a little bit?
What's your friend studying then, son? Barrackroom law?
I've no idea.
One thing's certain. Name like Abrams, he won't be in the chapel choir now, will he? Name?
Montague.
What?
Montague.
Wow, this is all very proper and very manly.
Name after name, which I cannot read. Names which will be only names to you, the new college, but which to us summon up face after face. Honesty and goodness, zeal and vigor and intellectual promise. And now, by tragic necessity, their dreams have become yours. Let me exhort you. Examine yourselves. Let each of you discover where your true chance of greatness lies. Seize this chance, rejoice in it, and let no power or persuasion deter you in your task.
You come across a fellow called Abrahams, H.M. Abrahams. He's challenged for the college dash.
What's so special about that?
It's special, my dear fellow, because in all the 700 years, nobody's ever done it.
He's challenged for the college dash.
Let it be known that H.M. Abrahams of Gonville and Keys has formally made challenge for the college dash. For those of you not familiar with the rules, they are as follows. The challenger will attempt to run around the perimeter of the court to and from a fixed point beneath the clock within the time taken by the sound clock to strike midday.
What have you got in your feet, rockets?
The challenger must reach his mark before the stroke of 12.
I'm confused. How long can you 188 paces. What are we talking here? Just around the courtyard?
They say you can run like the wind.
Owing to the absence of any other challenger, Mr. Abrahams will run alone.
Not so, Mr. Steiner!
Your name and college, if you please, sir.
Lindsay. I raced beside my friend here. Some chap told me about this shindig over breakfast. I thought I'd come and push you along a bit.
On the first strike of 12.
So they have an hour? Are they wearing socks? Oh, they have 1 minute. Or they have...
Get those legs working!
They have just till it is done ringing. No one's done that in 700 years?
Young Lindsay failed by a whisker. Well, it's been done by a Keys man. You must be very proud. The first man in 7 centuries. Perhaps they really are God's chosen people, after all.
The Highlands of Scotland, 1920.
His heart's set on following father in the mission.
Fast, Jenny, really fast. You can't deny him the chance. I mean, get him on a track with a piece of technique. I'm telling you, Jenny.
Don't tell me, Sandy. I don't want to hear. I don't want his work spoilt with all this running talk. Do you hear?
It's often said that giving beats receiving. The look of delight in those little boys' faces are worth 10 of any of the tin pots I've got gathering dust in my Edinburgh sideboard.
I love him. His accent.
But being Oriental born myself, I suffered from a natural incredulity. Thank you for reminding me that I am and will be whilst I breathe. A Scot.
Is it not true that the main event of the meeting is still to be run?
200 yards open championship. It's the last event of this gathering by tradition.
We can find him some kit. We might persuade Scotland's finest wing to show us his paces.
So he got famous from rugby, but they're gonna have him... Man, I'm really grateful for the invention of athletic clothing.
I'll have a game then. Okay?
Mr. Liddell, is it okay if my dad comes?
Sure. Bring your whole family.
I got a train to catch at 9.
That's plenty of time.
That's his wife or sister?
Eric. You're the proud possessor of many gifts to put them to good use.
That's right. Run like we know you can, strong and true. The mission cannot but gain by your success. What we need now is a muscular Christian to make folks sit up and notice.
How good are you, Eric?
Sandy reckons he'll run for Scotland before the month's out. The Olympic Games, maybe?
You can praise the Lord by peeling a spud if you peel it to perfection. Don't compromise. Compromise is a language of the devil. Run in God's name and let the world stand back in wonder.
No pressure, Eric. Talk it easy, though.
But I want you to do more than just watch a race. I want you to take part in it. I want to compare faith to running in a race.
I see what his dad meant by, like, race, but also be on a mission, spread Christianity.
I would like to give you something more permanent, but I can only point the way. I have no formula for winning the race. Everyone runs in her own way.
He's a good speaker.
The kingdom of God is within you. If with all your hearts you truly seek me, you shall ever surely find me. If you commit yourself to the love of Christ, is how you run the straight race.
Good night.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.
One feels humiliated. Sometimes I say to myself, hey, steady on, you're imagining all this. And then I catch that look again, feel a cold reluctance in a handshake. That's my father, a Lithuanian Jew. I love and admire him. From nothing, he built what he believed was enough to make true Englishmen of his sons. My brother's a doctor.
Oh, I see what he's saying at the beginning.
Field.
He's saying people have reluctance towards him because he's Jewish.
I'm going to take them on, all of them, one by one.
Christians?
He's an Englishman for him.
So pretty.
England beckons for Sprint Blue. Clean sweep for Cambridge Star.
An Englishman.
But we do have a strict amateur code.
Colonel, don't worry. I'm here spectating.
Well, to battle.
I don't know. This is like a qualifier. I think they are in socks.
Get up, lad, get up.
Come on!
Can you believe it? His head's not back yet.
Wait a second, his head's not back yet, as in, like, he runs faster like that?
I'd heard you were both the best. I've never seen such drive, such commitment in a runner. He unnerves me.
So he should. It's a living daylight, so to me.
Yes, well, I want you to help me take him on.
Oh, he's a coach?
When the right girl comes along, how will you feel if she pops the question? Seriously, Abraham, like the bridegroom. It's the coach that should do the asking.
I can run fast. With your help, I think I can run even faster. Perhaps faster than any man ever ran. I want that Olympic medal. It's waiting for me, but I can't get it on my own.
Well, we've an old saying in my game, son. You can't put in what God's left out. Now, you leave it to me. I'll watch you. I'll observe. And if I think I can help, if I can see the big prize hanging there, believe me, I won't waste any time. If you're good enough, I'll take you apart piece by bloody piece.
3 little maids is the total sum. 3 little maids from school. 2 little maids remain.
Aubrey's so cute.
Didn't
I tell you? Isn't she a peach?
I said she a peach.
Well, what? Did you speak to her?
Oh.
Sorry, Monty.
Oh, he stole her from cute Aubrey.
You were magnificent.
She seems older than him.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Avery, very famous runner. You don't look very ruthless.
Should I?
According to my brother, Tim says that's why you always win. Why running?
Why singing?
I do it because I love it.
It's a compulsion, a weapon.
Against what?
Being Jewish, I suppose.
You're not serious. People don't care. Being Jewish hasn't done you any harm.
I'm what I call semi-deprived.
That sounds clever. What does it mean?
It means they lead me to water, but they won't let me drink.
Le pied de porc anglais, madame. Big trotters.
Oh, my God.
Because he's Jewish. Flying Scott
Mr. Abrahams,
shows this.
Abrams and Liddell are racing today. It seems people his age don't mind anything about him being Jewish, but then he got comments from the older man when he first came to Cambridge. I don't know. Why is everyone... Because of the race? We're scared?
I'd like to wish you the best of success. Thank you, and may the best man win.
That was kind and very sportsmanlike. Oh, I'm like having PTSD. And mine was high school track. Oh, I don't know who I want to win. Oh no. He's gonna really be hard on himself. He does run like an animal a little bit, doesn't he?
This is absolutely ridiculous. It's a race you've lost, not a relative. Nobody's dead. For goodness sake, snap out of it.
Lost.
I know.
I knew he would take it like this.
I had to look for him. It's absolutely fundamental. You never look.
There was nothing you could have done. He won fair and square. Well, if you can't take a beating, perhaps it's for the best.
I don't run to take beatings. I run to win. If I can't win, I won't run.
Okay, that is a little childish. Was he even in second or was he in third?
You're a great man. Ran like a god.
Eric Liddell's a fine man and a fine runner. It's me. And after all that work, now God knows what do I aim for.
Beating him the next time.
Sybil, I can't run any faster.
Oh, Mr. Abrams! Mr. Abrams, I can find you another 2 yards. Charlie Paddock, world's fastest human. Jackson Schultz, runner-up Olympic Games 1920. Lost by looking right. Eric Liddell, I want their faces leering at you every time you shut your eyes.
Flying Scotsman first. That bloody well hurt.
Well, Eric Liddell, yeah, he's a great runner. He needs to go further out. But he won't go any faster, not in a dash anyway. He's a good runner. He's all heart, digs deep. A short sprinters run on nerve.
Thanks very much.
No, I mean it. You can push guts, bully them, but you can hold nerves. Now, do you know why you lost the other day? Because you're overstriding. Just a couple of inches. Now, these coins represent the strides in your 100 meters. Have you got another 2 coins, Mr. Abrams? Well, maybe we can find them. As I said, overstriding.
Overstriding.
Death to the sprinter.
Huh?
Like that. Now.
So graceful.
You're running on hot bricks. If you leave your feet too long on the ground, they'll get burned.
His sister does not approve. I want them both to win. I want them to exact tie.
Running and starting and medals and pace, your head's so full of running you've no room for standing still.
Frighten yourself.
I do frighten myself, Eric. I'm frightened for you. I'm frightened for what it all might do to you.
He still seems like a very good man, Jenny.
I've decided. I'm going back to China. The missionary service have accepted me.
Oh.
But I've got a lot of running to do first. Jenny, I believe that God made me for a purpose, for China, but he also made me fast. And when I run, I feel his pleasure. To give it up would be to hold him in contempt.
She can't argue with that.
The world's against him, or so you believe. Now he's got a chance to prove himself. He can't see or hear anything beyond that, not even you. It's hard, I know, but you've just got to try and understand.
What about you? And Stallard and Aubrey? You're still the same. The chance is there for you, too.
To be a fastest, yes, but not the fastest. That's immortality. To me, the whole thing's fun. I don't need that. Cast care aside and all that.
To him, it's life. Yeah.
He's a damn fool. I always thought the Irish had all the luck.
He loves her too, I think. And Aubrey.
Here in Cambridge, we've always been proud of our athletic prowess. We've always believed that our games are indispensable in helping to complete the education of an Englishman.
What's he getting at?
I'm afraid there is a growing suspicion in the bosom of this university. And I tell you this without in any way decrying your achievements.
It's said that you use a personal coach.
Is he an Italian?
Of Italian extraction, yes.
I'm relieved to hear it.
He's half Arab.
Well, yeah, there definitely is some
I take it
attitudes.
that you employ this Mr. Massambini.
Sam Massabini is the finest, most advanced, clearest thinking athletics coach in the country.
I'm afraid Our paths diverge.
Wait, what?
I am a Cambridge man first and last. I am an Englishman first and last. What I have achieved, what I intend to achieve is for my family, my university, and my country. Bitterly resent your suggesting otherwise.
My dear boy, your approach has been, if I may say so, a little too plebeian.
Little too
You are
what?
the elite and are therefore expected to behave as such.
I'm so confused.
I believe in the pursuit of excellence, and I'll carry the future with me.
I'm on his side, actually. It's so weird. They're mad he hired a coach. Amateur.
You 100 and 200, Andy 400 and hurdles,
Marvellous
Henry the
news.
mile and me the steeplechase. Harry's here we come. Eric Little's picked too. Rivals under the same flag. We have a chance to get even, eh?
Sir, do you think the British team stand a chance against such great American athletes as Charlie Paddock and Jackson Schultz?
Okay. It's the British against the Americans.
I came to wish you luck.
I'm glad.
I understand. I wanted you to know that.
That was a pretty good goodbye kiss. Things were more romantic back then.
Did you not read the papers this morning? I have the whole program. The heats for the 100 are on the Sunday after the opening ceremony.
May I ask you, on behalf of the Olympic Committee, to save your sartorial splendor until at least after the opening ceremony? You are the favored few. You constitute what is without doubt the most powerful athletic force ever to leave these shores.
So this is Olympic qualifiers? Oh. Maybe he...
It's an awful step you're taking, Little. The whole of Britain will be watching you. I don't know that they'll understand.
He's really wrestling with this.
I'm not sure that I do either, sir. The last 3 years, I've devoted myself to my running. And I've deeply hurt someone I hold very dear. Because I told myself, if I win for God. And now I find myself sitting here. To run would be against God's law.
My boy, as things stand, you must not run. But I want you to hold your fire for a while, Little. Leave everything to me.
Like maybe they can change it for him?
The French, sir, what can they do?
Shift that bloody heat of yours, of course.
This is... The ants go marching 3 by 3, hurrah! Hurrah! Is that what we're singing? Have we seen him before? Or is it the French? Or the American?
There's Paddock. Charles Paddock. And there's Schultz. Yes, that's Schultz, all right.
Fastest man alive, 10.3.
Charles H. Paddock and Jackson Schultz, the fastest men in the world.
I gotta know what Usain Bolt ran it in. They did it at 10.4 in 1920. I've never seen that one. There's some athletic gear. Oh, they look so handsome. Oh, I just love seeing this time period. So this is the Olympics right now? France. Oh yeah, Japan. Okay, I thought it was just qualifying. I was like, there is not enough people in this stadium for this to be the Olympics, but I guess that's what it was like back then. I can just feel their hearts beating out of their chests. Whoa. 1, 2. That's really good still.
I was afraid you weren't here.
Afraid I am, sir.
Well, the Prince of Wales would like to meet you.
Wouldn't be right.
He is your future king. Are you refusing to shake his hand? Does your arrogance extend that far?
My arrogance, sir, extends just as far as my conscience demands.
Then let's hope that's wise enough to give you room for maneuver.
Why do they keep showing this guy?
May I present Mr. Eric Liddell?
I saw you play for Scotland.
President of our Olympic Association and our chairman, Lord Cadogan. Have a seat.
Okay.
We were also consulted as to the correct manner in which to approach the French.
Something we just can't allow to happen. Going cap in hand to the frogs, of all people, simply out of the question.
I felt it was an impractical suggestion from the start.
Why didn't you damn well say so, man?
I wanted to run. I was desperate enough to try anything.
We have to explore ways in which we can help this young man to reach that decision.
I'm afraid there are no ways, sir. I won't run on the Sabbath, and that's final. I intended to confirm this with Lord Birkenhead tonight, even before you called me up in front of this inquisition of yours.
In my day, it was king first, God.
This is kind of...
God makes kings, and the rules by which they govern. And those rules say that the Sabbath is his. And I, for one, intend to keep it that way.
Aww.
There are times when we're asked to make sacrifices in the name of that loyalty, and without them our allegiance is worthless. As I see it, for you, this is such a time.
God knows I love my country, but I can't make that sacrifice.
Lord Lindsay. I'm fully aware of Eric's dilemma, and I wondered if I could be so bold as to suggest a possible solution. Another day, another race.
What the devil's that supposed to mean?
It's quite simple, as a matter of fact. 400 meters. It's on Thursday. I've already got my medal, so why don't you let Eric take my place in the quarter?
That's a matter for the committee. We are the committee. I think it's a very good idea.
But he hasn't practiced for the 400.
His speed is a mere extension of his life, its force. We sought to sever his running from himself.
For his country's sake, yes.
No sake is worth that, Effie. Least of all, a guilty national pride.
Thank you. Okay, but here's my thing. Will Abram and Little not run in the heat then?
So that's the Olympic Stadium.
That's it, Sam. It's as good as being in there, isn't it?
Better. All we need now is Sunday.
Sunday is the heat.
They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint.
What was his event? And it's okay, you got to compete in the Olympics. That itself is amazing.
We shared a taxi, remember? You made me feel an age-old, burdened, sour, even superior. That was the miscalculation of my life. You, Aubrey, are my most complete man. Kind, a content man.
Oh.
That's your secret. I'm 24 and I've never known it. I'm forever in pursuit and I don't even know what it is I'm chasing. Sam and I, we labored loud and bullied for this.
Hold up, baby moth. Baby moth.
Now, in 1 hour's time, I'll be out there again. I'll raise my eyes and look down that corridor, 4 feet wide, with 10 lonely seconds to justify my whole existence.
No! Let's not justify our own existence.
Aubrey, I've known the fear of losing, but now I'm almost too frightened to win.
You must please pardon my not coming to see you run. Go out determined to do your best. And don't forget, get well warmed up, and then let the gun release you. All the best of luck. Please accept the charm. My old father swore by it.
So this is it?
Regrets, Eric? You're not down there with them.
No doubts, then.
Oh, I'm so scared for him. Please just don't base your worth off this race. What's that thingy he's got? What are they doing? Digging a hole for their feet? Oh, like, yeah, because they don't have the, what do you call them, the starter blocks. Oh my gosh, my heart is beating so fast. Look at the lone Lipton's tea banner. Why does this sound like a horror movie music? Staring down the corridor of life and death. Is that what he said? Corridor of life.
Head down.
Head down.
It's the first stride.
Let the gun release you. Be the run. You are the run. I can't tell. I can't tell. Did he win? Where was the do-do-do-do-do-do-do? Who won?
Premier. Numéro 410, temps 10 secondes, 3/5.
He won. He won! Why could he be in there? Oh.
Mr. Harold, he won. She told me to tell you he won.
What was his time?
Keyes College athlete wins blue ribbon at games.
Just as I expected.
Yes, you've always thought of yourself as a ruthless man, haven't you? Hard. Bit of a loner like me. But actually, you're soft as my pocket. Do you know who you won for out there today? Us. You and old Sam Sabini.
Speak, Harold. Be happy.
Means the world to me, this, you know. Go home to that girl of yours and start some bloody living.
Harold. Speech.
Sam Sabini, the greatest trainer in the world.
The final 400 meters. Taylor, États-Unis.
Don't expect I'll see you till after the race.
Jenny made it.
Says in the old book, he that honors me, I will honor. Good luck, Jackson Shows.
Where's he gonna put that?
So where does the power come from to see the race to its end from within? I believe God made me for a purpose, but he also made me fast. And when I run, I feel his pleasure.
You haven't seen him with his head back, he says. Let him see Jenny. Is that his brother? Wait, this is the funeral now?
What's that, old boy? He ran them off their feet.
Harold married Sybil, became the elder statesman of British athletics. Died in January 1978. Eric Little, missionary, died in occupied China at the end of World War II. All of Scotland mourned. I was hoping that this song would be in one of their races, but also them running on the beach to it is it's very like calming and inspiring. But I just wanted a little bit of a cross the finish, like, or no, more like. I can see why this was a classic Olympic movie that I needed to see, especially before the Paris Olympics, which makes it really cool because this year they're in Paris. And now I've got to look up if they've been in Paris between 1924 and 2024. I thought it was a really special story mainly about these two athletes and their stories and how sports played into religion and politics of the time and education. I loved the setting. Like, I loved seeing 1920s England and Paris and Scotland. I thought like the theming was so good. The costumes and just the scenery. I feel like maybe this one didn't have as much oomph for me as other sports movies I've loved. And maybe that's because I was expecting the payoff of Abrams and Little running against each other again. But then that's not what happened. And so obviously that's okay. But I kept expecting that and then it didn't happen. I thought it was well done showing Eric stand up for what he believed in, and that was a really cool story. And Abrams dealing with this, what did they call it? Like, he thinks the world is against him and he ran to prove himself. The part with him and his coach was really sweet. I did feel like as a whole it did drag at certain parts, but I liked learning about their stories and how they did things in their way to make it right for them, and I'm glad to have seen that classic Olympic sports story. Thank you so much for watching along with me. We've got one more for Olympics week in I, Tonya, And Eddie the Eagle came in fourth, and I'm debating watching it because so many comments said, oh, you'll love that one so much. So we'll see. Okay, thank you again. Goodbye from Canada.